Yo, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a hot minute. Most of the summer, I'm so busy in the summer, I just haven't had time to really do videos. But anyway, I wanted to do a quick video on it's 2005 Subaru 92X. Also, it's the same thing as a 2005 Subaru Impreza or WRX. I was just gonna do an oil change, and then I was going to service the front differential. So anyway, let's get to it. Alright, so I basically have everything set up. I have the gear oil, I have the engine oil, I have all the tools that I need. Let's take a look. All right. 17 ratcheting wrench to break off the engine oil pan plug, flashlight. I have a Purelator engine oil filter. I usually use a Malay or Man. I just don't happen to have one. I got this one for free when I bought some oil. I'm using the Valvoline 5W30 full synthetic high mileage oil. That's what I've been using on this car for years. I have other tools I have here. I have another 17-inch ratcheting wrench with a flexible head. I use that to tighten it up. I tighten it by hand because it's a very low torque rating. I don't think it's necessary to use a torque wrench, but if you do, I believe it's 25 foot-pounds. I can look in the book again. Anyway, a socket wrench. I'm going to be using that on the plug for the front differential, and you're going to need some of these torque bits. I have a torque bit set that I brought with me, so I have it ready to go and waiting. And then I also have a wrench to take the oil filter off. The oil filter on this motor is underneath, so we'll take a look. Underneath, we have right here, you have your engine oil pan plug, and there is your engine oil filter. Oh, what do we got? A little branch stuck over here on my exhaust. Okay, and let's see if I can get you guys a look at the differential. Crawl all the way underneath here. It's kind of a pain, but anyway, I need to try to get a picture on camera. Oh, anyway, we gotta go up on the other side here. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, but there's the Torx plug right here. This is for the front differential. Okay. And this back here, that's the transmission pan, and that's the transmission external oil filter. Very nice, makes it easy to change. They don't really have a real oil filter inside. It's more like a screen. It's not necessarily an oil filter. That's inside this 4ENC transmission. Okay, so that's the actual filter. It's external, makes it really easy to change. Nice. Sweet. Alright, anyway. Let me crawl back. And I have a rag handy. And I like to set it up because it's going to shoot a little bit. So, alright. There we go. Nice. Right into the center of the oil pan. The oil change pan or oil change bucket, whatever you want to call it. A 16 quart bucket here. Oil change pan. Okay. Very nice. Alright. Let me just clean my hand off over here real quick. And get ready for the messy part. There's the oil filters right next to it. Alright, let's put this on the side here. Okay, I like to use these wrenches. They do have a really big socket for the oil filter. But these work pretty good. Let me see if I can do this one-handed and record at the same time. on a second. Around the oil filter, you do it around the base, and you're just gonna crank it over. I hand tighten these so they shouldn't be too tight, and that's it. Once you crack it loose, you could do it the rest of the way by hand. At least that's what I like to do. I have a method for doing this that's less messy, so I just have to grab something. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to grab the oil filter. Alright, here's the seal, and you're going to lubricate this with some fresh oil. Okay. Alright. Get some fresh oil on my finger here real quick. That's it. Nice, and then I'm going to go screw it right back under. Alright, I went and got the torque wrench. I got a 3/8 torque wrench. Thing is I was going to need this for the front differential drain plug, so I figured I'll just do it the right way for the engine oil drain plug. Both plugs, the engine oil drain plug and the front differential drain plug, are torqued to 32 foot-pounds, or I believe it's 44 Nm or 32 foot-pounds. So you put a new crush washer back on your engine oil drain plug, or you can, get a new engine oil drain plug and a new crush washer, whatever. And, okay, let's grab the camera and we'll bring it underneath. All right, now we're gonna go back under here and just I'm gonna take the rag, if I can find the rag, right? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Here we go. All right. So, I'm just going to wipe off this residue or residual oil from draining it. And yeah, just going to screw this back in by hand. Okay. Sorry, I know my hand's probably in the way, but anyway, you guys get the point. Now, sometimes I take a little brake cleaner and I clean this spot out so it seals up nicely. You guys don't have to do that. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to torque this down to 32 foot-pounds. I already have the torque wrench set to 32 foot-pounds. Okay. Alright. There you go. Alright, perfect. And the oil filter was hand tightened, as you can see above there. Shouldn't need to make any more tighter. We're going to go back under here and just I'm going to take the rag, if I can find the rag, right? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Here we go. All right. So, I'm just going to wipe off this residue or residual oil from draining it. And yeah, just going to screw this back in by hand. Okay. Sorry, I know my hand's probably in the way, but anyway, you guys get the point. Now, sometimes I take a little brake cleaner and I clean this spot out so it seals up nicely. You guys don't have to do that. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to torque this down to 32 foot-pounds. I already have the torque wrench set to 32 foot-pounds. Okay. Alright. There you go. Alright, perfect. And the oil filter was hand tightened, as you can see above there. Shouldn't need to make it any more tighter than that. Alright, at this point, I'm just going to fill the crankcase back up with oil. I already measured out. Alright, and I have this no spill funnel that I purchased from, I believe, Subi Mods. It makes it real easy, and it's even got a looking glass on the funnel neck there, and it literally screws right in just like the oil filler cap. It makes it very easy, less chance of spilling, and you don't have to sit there and hold the funnel the whole time. It makes it go a little bit quicker. I don't know, I paid maybe 20 bucks for it, if even. Definitely worth it. Sweet. Won't get much easier than that. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna pause this for a minute. Alright. Now, I got this flexible funnel for the differential. Okay, you know what? Let me show you guys a shot of where the dipstick and fill plug is. Okay, if you guys could see the flashlight in here behind this plug back here. Okay, it's right there. Let's see if I can put that. That's where the dipstick is. You pull the dipstick out and then you can put the funnel in. Alright. Alright. This is what the dipstick looks like. And it's sticking right in just so you guys, could see. Alright. And, mine was full and all, but I wanted to change it. It wasn't black or anything, but it was starting to smell a little bit. I did it last summer, so I don't know. It's been at least a year, a little more than a year, probably like 14 months, so it's due. Alright, I'm going to point at the plug. That's the plug right there for the front differential, if you guys can see it. It's a T65, Torque 65, I believe. Okay. Okay. Alright. Shit. It's on there, good. Alright. I got it loose. Alright, now I just need to move the pan, so I'm just going to stop this for a second, alright? Alright, after I just drained it, got done draining it, and spun it back on, and then I tightened it up to 32 foot-pounds. Again, it's 32 foot-pounds, or I believe it's 44 Nm. That's it, and the front differential, I believe it's 1.2 or 1.3 quarts. I'll check again, I'll reference again, and then I'll say it again, okay? Alright, I already set up the funnel for the front differential. I'm using a flexible funnel. Anyway, it's made of metal or aluminum or whatever. Otherwise, you're gonna have to move some of this intake stuff off. So the front differential on an automatic takes 1.3 quarts, and the rear diff takes 0.8. All right. All right. At this point, I'm just gonna remove the flexible funnel out of the upper or front differential, out of the where the dipstick or fill spot goes, Anyway, so I'm removing that. Just wipe off the end real quick, and then I'm going to put the dipstick back in, and I'm start the car and lower it and let it run for a little bit, and then at that point I'm going to check the dipstick. But I measured it out, so it should be fine. It's 1.3 quarts, so, or 1.2 liters. Okay. Alright, this is the differential gear oil that I use. This Subaru brand, obviously, 75W90. This is for the front diff and the rear diff. And on a automatic transmission, this is the 4EAT. If you had the manual transmission, the front diff, the manual transaxle takes the same stuff. And in the rear, it would be the 7590, but I believe it has the limited slip differential stuff in there. So anyway, that's it. This is what I used. Normally I would use like a Mobile one or a Valvoline 75W90, but I decided to go with the Subaru stuff. Just try to keep it as OEM as possible. You know what I mean? All right. Let me go start the car up and get it off these ramps. All right. Alright, so I'm going to go take it for a ride. differential oil wasn't really that bad anyway. It had a little light smell to it, but it was still, you know, it was still had that yellow gold color to it. I believe I did it about a year ago, and then I did it about a year before that. I try to keep up with the differential stuff. I know that's something a lot of people forget. And same with the transmission, you know, oil. I didn't do the transmission oil because I just recently rebuilt this Ford EAT. So I don't know, the transmission fluid's got, I don't know, 7,000-8,000 miles on it maybe. So it wasn't necessary. I'll probably do that, you know, I don't know, maybe after the winter's over or something like that. But she's driving good, and I'm going to probably do the rear differential another day. I got to do some other stuff to a 2013 Subaru Impreza wagon, a 2.0 I wagon. And I got to do the differentials on that, so I'll probably just finish this one out. I just didn't have time to do it today. But anyway, thanks for watching, and y'all have a freaking great day, alright? Peace out.